Enjoy the varied glimpses of India with the December issue of Colours of India. We begin our journey amidst the guided walks under illuminated cherry blossom trees and festivities in Meghalaya. After a tinge of pink, we head towards the jungles and waterfalls of Chhattisgarh to explore the state's tribal art and craft. For an adrenaline rush, we go to Shoghi in Himachal Pradesh to partake in some adventure activities surrounded by nature. Moving towards the north, we explore the life around the lakes in Jammu and Kashmir. The Himalayan state of Meghalaya is celebrating the cherry blossom. From November 8 to 11, the capital Shillong and its surroundings were coloured in layers of light pink and was home to a unique festival that gathered locals from not only the northeastern states but also curious people from other parts of India and overseas.
Last year we had made history by having India's first cherry blossom festival, and perhaps we still feel that this is the world's first cherry blossom festival that was held last year, and we still claim that we are the world's only autumn cherry blossom festival. And I think the ultimate aim for this festival is that this festival should attract people to the state, and more importantly, in doing so, not only would it create jobs, and in creating jobs, it is also hope and envisage that infrastructure would be created. So the order is not exactly that, but one would expect that everything flows in the right order, such that this becomes not only a destination per se for all sorts of tourists, but perhaps we can pitch ourselves as a luxury destination.
The festival hosted many community events such as local products and artistic exhibitions, music and dances celebrating the tribal cultures of the region.
This humble beginning we initiated last year, and because we wanted to dream big, so this year we decided to host this as India International Cherry Blossom Festival. And that is because we have the strength, we have the uniqueness, we have the speciality here. This part of the year, there is nowhere else in the world where the cherry blossom blooms. And therefore, we found it as a special strength for the people of the state.
Celebrating the cherry blossom is all about happiness, peace and nature. The state of Meghalaya hopes to mark this event as the first autumn cherry blossom festival in the world. In central India, the state of Chhattisgarh is a gem for lovers of lush jungles. The state is also rich in wild streams and rivers, but most impressive are its waterfalls like those of Chitrakot west of Jagdalpur. The local handicrafts include Kosa silk, metal sculptures and most importantly bamboo objects. These items help perpetuate the art and the lifestyle of the tribes while also preserving these delicate art forms. The tribes officially make up nearly a third of the population of Chhattisgarh, that's around 8 million people. These tribes are still present across the state, especially in forest areas in the north and in the south, notably in the Bastar region. Besides the pressure of modernization, tribal culture remains alive, notably through the art and crafts of the region. Shoghi, a tiny town tucked away in the lower Shivaliks, 13 kilometers short of Shimla in Himachal Pradesh, is as offbeat as it gets. The town is now home to many rejuvenating spots and eco-tourism resorts, with their cottages blending beautifully with nature, retaining the original character and ruggedness of the forest cover. With special demarcated zones, the properties offer a range of adventure activities with Burma bridges, flying fox, rock climbing, rappelling, and many more.
For the travelers who generally don't want to go, who just want to go out of the hustle and bustle of the city, but Shimla is a very populated city, you can say now. So reason for creating was in the nature. If you're coming to the hills, so you have to be in the nature. So that's why this ecotourism concept was created with individual cottages of pine and pota cottages. So when you are in the jungle, you are in the nature, you own a cottage. We have a lot of adventure activities in which we get to explore. Rock climbing, rappelling is there, in-house adventure activities, mountain biking is there.
The cold wind coming from the snowy peaks traverses the city while the sun and the blue sky offers a gleaming and pristine view of the lakes. Welcome to Srinagar, the capital of Jammu and Kashmir, home to many lakes including Gagrebal, Lokut Dal, Bodh Dal and Nagin. Take a lake tour on a small canoe or shikara to discover the life of its inhabitants. With nearly 1,500 houseboats and more than 100,000 people living there, the lake is a city within the city where you can find all necessities of day-to-day life.
Kashmir is always known as the crown of India, and the Dal Lake in crown is a jewel in the crown. So whenever you open the map from the world and you focus to Kashmir, and then you are just highlighting houseboat and Dal Lake, so which is a major attraction in Kashmir. The lake is a great experience. People who really live in the lake from last many generations, it's very hard for them to adjust in another place, because life is very fresh and it's very organic, and it's completely a totally different experience.
The lakes of Srinagar are a source of inspiration for many poets and writers as they reflect the town's own spirit.